Okay, now I'm going to try to show you how to record your voiceover for both your ICA and your major project that's coming up next week. What I want you to do is go ahead and print out the script, both for Good Neighbor and for Dimwit, and you're going to read through it a couple of times just to get familiar with it. Because what you want to do is you don't want to just do kind of like what we call a dead read. You want to just, you're not reading it as if you're reading a book. You're going to kind of perform it, because that's what scripts are. There's the spoken word. And you need to kind of take the attitude that you're the business owner and that you're selling something. You're selling your business. You want people to come to your business. You want people to use your business. And you can use humor. You can use, any kind of sort of halfway acting skills that you might want to call it. But it's a little bit of a performance. So it's not really over the top, but the style is kind of up to you. You got to kind of sort of get a feel for the commercial, and I'm going to do my own interpretation of this. So I've got the script right here, and I've read through it a couple times. I'm familiar with it. I'm not doing a dry read. I'm not doing it from just the first time. I've actually practiced it a couple times before I'm actually now going to record it. Okay, so on both your Mac computer and on your iPhone, you have a app that's called Voice Memos. Now, I'm suggesting you use the iPhone because it's actually a better voice recorder. It's designed to deal with sound, for voice sound. And then also for you folks that only have an Android phone, you usually have a built-in audio recorder there. Mine's actually, I'm going to show you mine. It's called Easy Voice Recorder. And it's the same procedure for that in getting ready. But for right now, we're just going to start off. Now, if you happen to have a microphone that you can connect to your Mac, then that's just as good as using your iPhone. But in case you don't have that, just use your phone. And you'll have this app on the phone too. It's called Voice Memos, and we'll get to the Android thing in just a minute. But now I'm just going to do this. I've gone ahead and opened up Voice Memos. I got the script in hand. I've read through it. I'm ready to go. I've kind of got an attitude or a take on the performance that I'm going to kind of do for this thing to make Good Neighbor Pharmacy sound like a friendly pharmacy, neighborhood pharmacy that you want to go get your drugs from. Okay, here we go. So all we got to do here is very simple interface. All you have to do is click this button right here, and then you just read through the script. And now what you want to do is when you start recording, you want to let the room tone be recorded first. That's just be quiet for 5 seconds and let the microphone record the sound of the room, because you're going to take that out later. Then after that, before you do each performance, you're going to do a countdown, 3, 2, 1. And then start talking. Okay, so let's do that. And first of all, we're going to say, okay, I'm going to start recording. And so now we're recording, and we're going to record room tone in 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to do the voiceover in 3, 2, 1. Tired of being treated like a number? Come to Good Neighbor Pharmacy, the warm, friendly hometown drugstore with locations across America. Stock up on extra-strength Tylenol or Tylenol PM in easy-to-swallow formulas. The 100-count package of extra-strength Tylenol caplets is now just $6.77. Come to the store where you're always treated like a neighbor. Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Call 1-888-GNP-STORE for a location near you. Now, as soon as you're done with it, give it a little space here and then click done, and you can click stop on your phone. And now we've actually recorded. Now it says new recording here, and what you're going to need to do is you can email it to yourself. So up here is the button, and you can just click here, and you can, if you've got it on your phone, you can just email it from your phone. It's pretty easy. But we're going to go here, and we're going to, oops, no, clicked with the wrong one, so just close that up. We're going to go to mail. And I've already set up the account here. So I'm going to mail it to myself on my Gmail account. You guys all have this account already. And I'm going to call this Good Neighbor VO. Okay, and then it's already there because I did this from the voice recording app, so it knew to put the actual file in there. And then I'm just going to hit send. Okay, now I'm going to close this up. Now, I'm going to pause the video now because it takes a little while for this to happen, and then I'll go to my email and I'll download it back onto the computer so I can then edit it in Audacity. Now it takes a little while here, so I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to come and download it. Now the iPhone and this voice memos records it in a format that's called M4A, and Audacity cannot use that file. So once I've got it from my email and downloaded it, I'm going to show you how to go to this website and convert it to an MP3 file, which then you can put in Audacity and go ahead and do the editing with, okay? So we'll be right back in a moment. Now we're on my email page here, and this is where I just sent the, notice it's an M4A file. That's the one that came from the the Mac recording, the voice memo on the Mac computer. It's also the same program. It's just an app on the iPhone, so it will also create an M4A. Now Audacity can't use M4A, so we're going to have to convert that in a minute, and I'll show you how to do that. But what I want to show you here is this is my Android phone, and you'll see down here where it's the little picture of the microphone. Oh, I clicked on it by accident. Hang on. It's a little picture of the microphone. That's called Easy Voice Recorder. It's a freeware. Sometimes it comes pre-installed on your Android, but if not, it's free on the Play Store. So all I'm going to do is just launch it, and I'm not going to make you listen to me record it again. But again, it's very similar to the iPhone. There's just one record button. That's all you're going to do is just press that button, and again, record the room tone for 5 seconds. Do a countdown, 3, 2, 1. And then be quiet for 5 seconds, and then do another countdown for take 1 of your Good Neighbor script, and do the same thing for your dimwit script, and then email it to yourself. For the most part, Android usually does MP3 files, which do not have to be converted. But if they do have to be converted, just go to that link that I provided to you and convert the file to an MP3. Okay. Here we are back in my Gmail again. I've emailed myself the file from my phone. The first time I emailed it, it did a little compression, and there was a button to say skip the compression, and I did not click that. So it actually compressed it to an M4A file, which is still usable. I can still take it to that website that I'm linking down there called Convertio and change it to an MP3. But if it's got compressed, then it probably also hurt the quality of it. So we're not going to use this one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and just delete that one. But I went ahead again, and this time when I went to send it and it asked me to compress, I did click the button that said skip the compression. So it actually created a WAV file, and I don't need to convert that because Audacity can read WAV files. So we're good with that. So I'm going to download this WAV file. I'm just going to click here, and then I'm going to pause it here so you don't have to listen, and go ahead and download it. So I'm not going to open it. I'm just going to save the file. And again, I'm just going to save it out to the desktop. It's going to be called, I called it GN for Good Neighbor, and I put Android. And I'm going to just put .wav after the end of it here and just save, so I know it's the WAV version. And then we can get back out of this. And now I'm going to switch back over to the screen recording. And here we are. And now I'm going to open the file in Convertio, and we're going to do that. So if I come back over to here, this is the online converter. Now remember, we only have to convert the one that came from the iPhone. So I gave you this link here, Convertio, and so we just come here and we go to the desktop, new recording M4A, and we just open it. And now this takes a little while to do, but when I say convert, it's going to convert here. Make sure this says MP3. There's a whole bunch of different ones to do it with. You could do a WAV, but MP3 is nice. And we go ahead and convert. Now it says it's going to upload it, and then it's going to process it. So it's already processing. It takes a little while to do this sometimes, so I'm going to pause the video, and I'm just going to show you the download here in a minute. So here we are. We've converted our files. We're ready to put them in Audacity. This is not going to be a movie about how to edit the voiceover, just to show that what we did will actually go into Audacity. Here's the original M4A that was recorded by the Voice Memos, which is the Apple program. It created an M4A file, which we downloaded to the computer, and we uploaded it to the Convertio website I gave you the link to, and changed it to, here's the MP3 that was a result of it, and we can just drop that right in here, and as you can see, it plays back fine. Now I'm going to do the voiceover in 3, 2.
Okay, and then here's also the WAV file that came out of the Android phone. I'm just going to mute the one from the Apple.
Okay, good and over voiceover take 1. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and they're both good quality. They're plenty good enough to use, and so now we've successfully recorded our voiceover with both Apple products and also with the Android phone. So that's it.